Right, that's the top wing. There. Quite light.
Right, just.
I actually weighed it, but it's quite light.
Right, just wait 2 seconds, please. Just wait 2 seconds.
Right. That's the rigging all set up. You didn't get this bit then?
No.
Right, these here, with the aircraft, they're bolts welded onto these bars, and they're adjustable to adjust the wing incidence or whatever you may need to do to set the top and bottom wing up, make sure everything's flying straight. There is adjustment on the bottom tube as well for incidence, so you can set it all up to this. This is the only thing that's solid back here. The elevator and the anti-spin are set solid. Okay, they're set on a flat plate at 0 degrees to the engine. The engine's got 2 degrees down thrust, 2 degrees side thrust, and then your wings are fully adjustable between 0 and 5, 0 minus 3 plus 3, which gives you a 10mm adjustment for the incidence top and bottom wing. Okay, right, let's set the wing off. So first thing we need to do is go around the front. I've got it set up so when I'm filling the aircraft, it fills through a tube on the top of the wing. And that goes up through a hole here. Then this goes on there. That goes on there. Just drop it on like that. The 2 front ones are lined up. These obviously aren't, so we need to slide that in place and that in place. Drop it down. Okay. Give this a bit of a wriggle round. It will go in. So we've got the front ones in there and the back ones in there. Okay. So we'll just give it a little bit of a wriggle round. The rear ones are on this bar, so they're set the right distance apart. But they do tend to feel back a bit. They drop down into there. Okay. That's that on. That's that on. Not sure whether this one's actually in. That's that one down. He's down flat. That's that one in and that one in. So that's the top wing fitted. Not too bad, huh? Considering where we've got 2 nuts here. Two nuts here. They get dropped in there. Drop them on. I like to just get them started a bit. Drop your socket in. Tighten them up. Just throw them in that hole. What I'll probably do is make these maybe slightly smaller just to fit the socket exactly. But the original socket I had was a bigger socket, that's why these are made that big. Probably make them a bit smaller. Might make it easier to put the nuts on, but we'll see. Or I could 3D print a special socket to go in there, which would make it easier for those nuts. That's the 2 nuts there. Again, we don't tighten anything till the end of this process. That way, we know everything's tight. So now we need nuts. 1, 2 nuts for that side. So we're going to fit the nuts this side. A washer's missing there, so let's get a washer. The washers on this side are countersunk. That goes on there. So not on there. We've got the washer in there. Stick that in the special nut thing. This gets tightened up. Is he on there? No, he's not on there. Oh, you're not putting it on there, you bugger. Up. Can be a bit of a fiddly job, but it's just a matter of making sure you got him started. You could use longer nuts, I suppose. You little devil, he's giving me stick this morning. There he goes. So that's that. That's that one. Both in line there, this side. Let's take this jumper off. A bit hot. Two nuts. One to go on there.
Do you need washers on those as well?
They're already in there because
okay.
There's countersunk holes, and the nuts are in the countersink down the bottom. So what I've done was I put a piece of a little bit of epoxy resin on the washers and drop them in.
Okay.
So once you've got it all fitted up, just put a little bit of epoxy resin on the washer, drop it in there, and just use a bit of doweling, just clean the hole out, or re-drill it after you've done it. But sometimes the washer will pop back up again. You just use a bit of doweling to clean off the epoxy resin. You don't want that getting on the thread, because that could make it quite difficult to do it up. Okay. That there goes down there. Right, so we've got two nuts to put on the front, but I don't put that on until it's on the floor because it's too high to see what I'm doing. So before we do that, we're going to tighten up all the nuts and bolts. Right, so I'll start from this side. Top goes on here. And just watch you don't twist the top of the strut. Plenty tight enough, that. That's plenty tight enough. That's the top ones. Now for the bottom. Whoop. Now for the bottom one. Yep, that's good. Bottom one here. Get him in there. Nice and tight. Lovely. Same over here. Bottom first. Nice and tight. Nice and tight there. As I said before, doing it this way, you don't forget anything. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bolts tightened, okay? That way, by doing it in sections, hand tighten it all, then go around and check it's tight. That way your wing ain't going to come off halfway through the flight. So that's that there. Now we can drop it on the floor. Everything that I need to get under is all done. Take it from the back. There's two nuts on here, don't forget, so that when I lift it there, the wing's not going to come off. So we lift him down on the floor like this. We take two more nuts, ordinary screwdriver on that one. We fit one nut on there. It is a bit fiddly, I must admit, but it can be done. So we'll certainly have a look at the design of it here, because it does make it easy in some states to cross thread this nut. We don't want that to happen. Oh yeah, there he is. That's that one. That's that one. Hand tight. Go get the socket bar. And we tighten up this section of it. Okay. That's one there. Two. Three. Four. And that's him all together.